to apply self-surrender in daily life seems not so easy because we have been told to reach goals, to be bold, to go through these achievements. You have probably heard about this law of attraction and do affirmations and to really be successful in the world. So either you were born like that or you've been shifting from victimhood to a positive ego, successful in the world. And so that is a very good way to make it in the world. But if your soul, like mine, cannot really function in that mode, something might be calling you, which is more soft, which is not a pushy attitude, but to go into life and taking every steps and challenges as a chance to practice self-surrender. So my life become a spiritual practice, which is not in opposition with a success. But the success is not my goal, because I have realized that the path is the goal. So the goal is already achieved when I realize I am on the way. So we can set some goals to achieve things, but the mindset is different. Instead of being a strong ego mind who just think about success in a more young attitude, willing to be the best. If this, like me, does not apply to you, then next option, next stage of consciousness, to surrender to life. Because you feel not so comfortable with this ego, which is still bound by outer circumstances, even if he's successful. But when our soul realizes this is also not really working for me, I think something more stable, more subtle, more fulfilling than achieving goals. They give me something, these goals, some degree of happiness, but it's a relative happiness. So we are, if you have noticed, we are shifting from unhappiness, victimhood, towards a degree of happiness through affirmation, the law of attraction, and all these things, including mantra, also whatever is going in that direction. So we are shifting from this negative way of functioning to a positive way of functioning, and even this at some point become too much. Like something in me say, it's not working for me. So I've been through that process, that's why I can share with you, and that's a very interesting step to go through. But if we don't have a proper guidance, we don't understand where we are at, why all these people are speaking like this, and it's not working for me. So I would say, maybe look inside how it resonates, what I say, and maybe your soul has to go through life through another path. Maybe, who knows, in some other past life, it has already going through that steps somehow, to some degree. And it feels like now I'm searching for a degree of happiness which is deeper, more stable. So we might go through the steps of serving the world. What can be my contribution to the world? We call also seva in India, service. So when you do that, as myself doing seva in a spiritual organization 30 years ago, and so I was not understanding what is service, seva, just to clean the toilet, or what is the meaning of that. So it can take some time to understand that selfless service is a way to practice self-surrender, to have less and less me in whatever I'm doing. But if we look honestly, we'll see that in bringing my contribution to the world, to help support people, I can observe without judgment how much interest of gaining something, even if it is happiness. Because what we are not aware very often is that there is still a business going on there, still looking for interest. My benefit, I serve others because I get some happiness, some joy, which is not bad, but it's just to notice that it's a degree of evolution, which is more, like I mentioned in my last video, the transition, which could say the third stage, which is more to be a channel, to surrender. We are still in the process of observing how much ego is still there and let life go through us. So that's a beautiful stage. And if you feel like me, that's what is more resonating with you, that will be the preparation also to really go full on towards what we call self-realization, where you are going back, or you realize your original state of being, which is always as it is. As that being, we are always free. Like Ramana Maharishi said, you just have to realize that that's not true, that you are bound. It's just some restrictions we have been putting on ourselves, but in truth we have been always free. We are not caught up in this dream of time and space, this beautiful illusion. So all these steps are all beautiful, they have all their own colors. It's just to recognize more or less where we are. Maybe in some area of my life I'm more there, some other area I'm more here, and sometimes it's going up and down. So it's all a process towards being, which is already satisfied. My true nature is pure contentment, does not depend on anything, not even on contributing to the world, to help others. So, but whatever step we are at, what is so important is to be this non-judgmental presence, awareness, which has no comment, no preference, no opinion on anything. So whether I am in this or this stage of life, of development of consciousness, my attention go more and more into that light of awareness, of presence. So of course, if the attention go more and more back to itself, then there is less and less sense of me and mine, I, me, mine. So this is decreasing towards the way to being, where there is no separation. Maybe there is just to function in the world a practical sense of individuality. So to say, do you want a coffee? Do you want to come with me to have a walk in the mountain? So the practical sense of individuality is nothing wrong, and the rest will unfold by itself, because in truth what is doing all its work, it is this great intelligence, which has made all this, and behind that is the light of consciousness, which is the source of all. So every step will lead us towards that, but we can use, if have a still quite a strong sense of I should use it until it by itself, like a fruit getting ripe. So it will, from a strong doership, it will evolve and go back to a non-doership, and then realize our natural state of being. So we should use this sense of I as, instead of staying in a victimhood, to set up right intention, positive thinking. Then when we go to next step, we understand more it's all about letting go of doership, self-surrender, surrender to life. Whatever life brings me, I would be a channel of that experience, and not to run away from anything, not run away from discomfort or comfort. This step of self-surrender. So every step is beautiful. So I wish you to enjoy the way and to realize that the path is the goal. So we are always in our own nature as being, and the rest is great play. Thank you for listening. You can like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can also click below on a calendar link if you want to have a one-to-one free call with me. You are most welcome. Thank you.